Hello, welcome to the second edition of Tree Diaries. Our subject for this little video is this rather splendid looking oak tree. That is quite a thing. It stood on its own, middle of a field. Just find them amazing. It is a peduncular oak, or English oak, although, sorry, it's not actually English. It's found all through Europe, all the way to the Balkans. It is probably our most common species of oak in the UK, and that, I mean, look at that, that's just incredible. Quercus robur in the Latin. Quercus just means oak, and I don't know where robur comes from. I'd have to look that up. Sorry, should have done a bit more research. Anyway, peduncular oak, quite easy to identify in the oak trees because his acorns, well this time of year anyway, his acorns are peduncular, meaning they hang. Peduncular comes from the Latin word to hang, from which we also get pendulum and pendant, words like that, and the leaves come straight off the stem, so there's no real stem on the leaf. So yeah, so that's how to identify them. This tree has stood here for a long time. That's got to be 150 to 200 years old, so it's seen a lot. Probably supports a huge, well it will do, support a huge amount of wildlife. Amazing ecosystem. It's just starting to do what we call retrenching in the tree world. As you can see, it's putting out a lot of growth in the inner canopy. This means it's losing, it's not very obvious, you can't really see it, but its upper canopy is starting to thin. You can see it's starting very slightly to die back in the top there, which means it's losing its foliage, or generally its food making capacity in the top, so it's putting on more in the middle so it can make enough food to sustain itself. Oaks die back, they become what is known as stag headed. You've probably seen that before. I don't know if any of you were, but in England we have the most amount of ancient oaks in Europe. The Normans are ones to thank for this. I mean, look at that cavity in there. That's just cool, isn't it? There's probably owls and stuff hiding in there. I should imagine all sorts of gubbins and beetles, which feed the birds, which feed the bigger birds. It's just pretty cool, really. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, in ancient oaks, the Normans liked to hunt deer, and they bred their deer in deer parks. So these places weren't used as crops or anything, so the oaks were allowed to establish. Just draw you back here a little bit, you can actually see how big this tree is. She's a beast. The Normans made deer parks, which means the oaks that grew in them were protected. I live in North Oxfordshire near Woodstock, which is where Blenheim Palace is. Blenheim's got, I think it's the oldest oak in England. I think there's an older one in Scotland, but it's definitely up there. It's definitely in the top 5. It's huge, and it's got loads of old oak trees. So you should go and check those out if you like old, gnarly trees. Anyway, I'm going to stop this one here because me and Robin have to get home for our tea. Otherwise we're going to get in trouble. So I'll see you later. I hope you enjoyed that video. See you later. Bye bye.